EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Steele. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Now Sanders. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Come on, ready.
Now the former Hurricane, Damian Martinez. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Browns at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.T. Perry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
That went into the hands of Flowers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson options out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run. Martinez. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Sanders. His throw incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space. And then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Roll! Get it! Ready!
Martinez is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that... They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown.
19 right, 18 right, 50, Warriors 17.
To throw is Sanders. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45.
Come on.
They'll go here with Martinez. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Okay, ready?
And it's 3rd down.
79, let's go. Cougar 19, 7 5.
Here's Sanders. Pass caught by Phelan. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down. A gain of 14.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
60 Bobcats.
Sanders to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Let's go now. Reload. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's Martinez. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
19 tight. 19. Ready.
Throwing, Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season. They'll start by running the option to the right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready! Ready!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Martinez. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 18, 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Okay, break.
On 1st down, here's Steele. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Second and 2. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves, 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Straight ahead, Steele. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Shador. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 7 at the 32-yard.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the Baltimore first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And it's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yo.
Jackson, options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 5-yard line.
Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Mason Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's another Browns 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, come on. Hey, 60 Eagles, 60, drag him, 60.
Throwing again at Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that last throw, not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll hand it to Steele. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's another Browns first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Browns first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Check. Ready.
On the give, it's Steele. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
looking to throw. Sanders. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try it with Steele. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. One after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, nice move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A beautiful fake. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions when it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Steele once more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here comes Steele. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
70.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw, Sanders. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A.T. Perry, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now it's Jackson. And he hits him in stride.
And his play call does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Up the middle to Davis. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jackson's going to try to sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead block.
And he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Slot man moves right. Jackson now. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jackson slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them. Bring it up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Davis, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They'll begin on the ground with Steele. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. They'll go again with Steele. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground is Steele. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down.
They'll run, Steele. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:25 remaining. They're down to 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. That one into the hands of Flowers. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a gain of 8. And the Baltimore.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
It's 3rd and 10.
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Jackson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Cleveland offense, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this way, and the call is going to be overturned. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Jackson to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go.
A big play looming on third down.
Here's Jackson to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Middle.
They go with the option on fourth down, left side. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
It's a pickup of 6.
Come on.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.